Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got 3 big events that are dropping tomorrow, 28th of September. One of them, honestly, I think is the best single event they've ever done, but it's laced with this kind of feeling of, you've done us wrong. You've done us wrong, but it is potentially the best ever event I think they've ever dropped in Raid. Just the timing of it is dirty. It's extremely dirty. I'm going to come on to that one last, but let's talk about the first one. So we have got from tomorrow, let me just make sure this is right. We're planning to drop basically a buy one, get one free. Okay, so for anyone who pulls a legendary champion from a sacred shard, you will get another legendary champion at the same time free. You will not have to pay the silver for it. You will not have to pull any more shards. Straight up, just get 2 legendary champions instead of 1. And let's just think about it for a second. If there was a kind of double odds or like a 2 times event for sacred shards, then instead of a 6% chance to get a legendary, you get a 12% chance. So it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like doubling the odds. This is doubling the champions. But the percentage chance to actually get a legendary champion will not have gone up. So, you know, if you're in here, your chances to summon won't have changed. But if you get 1, you get 2. So a lot of people like this style of event. It's more of the, it's like, if you're a gambler, this is for you. If you want the better odds, then you wait for a 2 times. But it's kind of like an okay event. If you've got any sacreds running, I don't have any. Okay, the next event is going to be a super raid on Dragon's Lair, kicking in tomorrow. So basically you'll be able to, this isn't, for me, this is a bit of a sketchy one to call an event, because this should just be turned on, in my opinion, all the time. Like, these super raids should just be on, because it's the first time they've done anything in the game to speed up the game properly. And it's needed. There's players in my Discord, day in, day out, and some like really experienced long-term players that are just like, it feels like Raid have got no inclination to change how much time we spend in this game, and they're outright coming out and saying, we won't do this, we won't do that, to speed it up, and people are leaving because of it. We do not want to spend, Plarium, forever in this game. We actually don't want to spend our whole life in this game. My free-to-play, you know, I've got it. You see me looking down sometimes. It's because I'm clicking away on the free-to-play, because I can't have a second where I'm not playing the game to get the most out of my energy and stuff. So it just like, this one should just be on, but the one I'd like it on, certainly for the free-to-play, is Dragon's Lair. So let's just see, are they dropping an event at the same time? Let's hope they do. The Dragon's Lair event is going to be running for 48 hours. Don't forget this fusion warm-up, by the way, if you haven't already started it. Roll up artifacts, get your fusion stuff done. Nothing in there for dragons yet, or there yet. So maybe they're going to drop something tomorrow. There's nothing in the game just yet, but I'm sure they will tie something alongside the Super Raid to make it worthwhile. There's also the fusion coming up a bit later in the week, so it might overlap that a bit. I'm not sure. Okay, so the one and only event then, which I think is the greatest event they've ever dropped, if you've got any Void Shards left, is pull 7 Void Shards and get Coldhearts on your 7th shard. This is like a seriously amazing event. This is the equivalent of me saying to you, pull 7 Void Shards and get a legendary champion. Yeah, no joke. Coldheart is as end game as any legendary champion. 100%. Yeah, Coldheart is like the best rare by a mile. She's better than just about any epics. She's one of the very few champions I would say is worth building 2 of when you get towards the end game. Definitely don't build her like as your first ever champion, and definitely don't build her even as your like first 3, because she's not going to help you everywhere super quick. But the further you progress, the better she gets. I'm full up on champs right now, but basically I think I'll do an updated guide on her tomorrow when all of this shenanigans is going on, because there's a few different things you can do with her now, but certainly a 70% crit rate, high crit damage, good amount of HP, good amount of accuracy is the basics. Yeah, that's the basics of her. But she is end game. She brings the nuke. She's basically got so much in her kit. It's nuts. It's nuts for a rare. So what we got? A 4-hitter on her A1, which drops heal reduction. This is the best A1 in the game for Fire Knight. It's the only A1 in the game which has been coded so that she will only do this ability until the shield is down. Do it with more champions, please. It's so good. It's so good. The only ability that's been coded to deal with Fire Knight in the whole game on a rare. So this is a 4-hitter. Great if you throw it with Giant Slayer. Great if you need some extra hits for that Fire Knight boss. We've got an AoE hit, which actually hits kind of hard on her A2. Can also put down some good debuffs, which is quite nice. But she's all about the A3, really. An absolute cannon of a nuke on her A3 against any type of boss. It's not brilliant against clan boss because they cap it. But against any other boss in the game, it hits really hard. When you get to level 21 to 25, it reduces damage to be maximum 10% of the enemy's health. But getting up to that level is easily the best nuke. And even at that level, it's still an insane ability. Drops turn meter as well by 100% at the same time. You only need the 70% crit rate to make this work. Yeah, she is an absolute beast of a rare, but you need 7 voids to get it done. Let's have a look on my free-to-play, because I have not been sucked into the Krisk mania on my free-to-play, and see like how feasible would it be for me to get 7. So initially I looked at this and I was like, nah, I've got no chance. I've only got 1 void shard. So think about it. Last weekend, like as in two Fridays ago, they launched a 2 times chance to get champions from voids. Yeah. So, and it was part of the Rorik fusion. So we probably all pulled our void shards. Okay. Then the weekend just gone, we had the Krisk event. So probably most people have emptied their void shards again. That's the bitterness in this event, is that anyone who's free to play is probably sitting where I am, maximum 1. Yeah, maximum 1. So I was looking at it, I was like, is there a chance? Oh yeah, here we go. Special void packs, thanks. Is there a chance to do this on my free-to-play? Because I actually genuinely really want Coldheart on my free-to-play. It would be massive. So I started looking through, and I was like, right, well, missions. I've got send a 6-star spirit champion, and then it opens up the magic keep, which I can do. That would give me 1 more void shard, gets me up to 2. I can quickly do this as well, so I've got someone ready to go. And then I'd have to beat the forced keep to get number 3, which means I'd have to spend 200 gems to open that up. Potentially another 200 gems to... no, I wouldn't have enough champion 6-star. So 3 would be maximum at this point. Okay? Unless I was able to like farm tons of food and get another 6-star. But that's stretching it probably a bit too far. Challenges. I do have a challenge which I can just do. So equip 4 champions with 3 or 3, 5 or 6-star sets. I can do that. I could do that right now. It just means moving gear around. So that'd get me up to 4. I'm actually coming up to my monthly, which is just good luck on timing. So that would get me up to 5. And suddenly I'm only 2 away. So at 2 away, it's like, is it possible that I could luckily get a clan boss one in the next day, making it 6? That's just down to pure RNG luck. And then the one which is in my control, kinda, is I could clear Bommel 90 and get 1 more. So if I got 1 out of a clan boss chest and spent some gems, I could get 7 if I killed Bommel 90 on the free-to-play. Now, the trouble is, Bommel 90 is an absolute freaking beast on normal on the free-to-play right now. And I think this is kind of a bit beyond the account, honestly. But if that's what I had to focus on, let me just see if I'm anywhere near on a faction war. In fact, faction war, where I am, I'm coming up to the void stages here as well. So there's another void shard 6 stars away. And, you know, I could invest some effort into faction wars to try and get some more 3 stars going on. So there's another potential one here. So there's actually a path to doing it for my free-to-play. It's incredibly harsh. It's an incredibly harsh path, but it's feasible. And I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it because Coldheart would just be so massive on the free-to-play. This is way better than any other Void champion I currently own. So, there you go. 3 events, one of which is probably the best event in ever. If you're a low spender, then this is probably the time to spend, if you don't have Coldheart already, to buy a pack and get Coldheart. If you're a free-to-player, maybe do what I've just done and have a kind of look through your options. Is there any way you can get there? You know, there's also, if you're a bit further up in the bazaar, you can buy in the silver category of Void Shard. So there's one to buy there. I think I'm probably exhausting the options, really, of where else you might find them. But they are... Oh, actually, thinking about it, campaign. Is there an option to get one in campaign? There might be an option later on in campaign. Do I see that? I'm going to check that out as well. So yeah, so there's ways, but 7 in a day is a lot. So I'm going to see what I can do. Anyway, I've rattled on enough. Hope you enjoy these events. Let me know what you think of them. And I will catch you later.